All right, people, what's going on? So, what's going on with this? Should we rebuild it or should we hold out for the Taylor RC 35? I don't know. Let's hear from y'all. We'll see y'all in a minute. Peace. Oh, son. That's right. It's been exactly 1 year, people. 2/1/21. There's a serial number, OBR. This engine was built for me by OBR, O'Neill Brothers Racing, and it's been a good run. Today is February 1st, 2022, exactly 1 year. I've put this thing through hell. I've beat on it. I've run the dog snot out of it. And it's time to either rebuild it or replace it. So I'm pretty sure we're going to do both. I'll explain. I'm probably going to do a top end on this. We're going to look at these parts, and I'm going to tell y'all, you saw the video, the first clip in this video of what happened in the last run. I thought it ran out of gas, but it did not, and I'll show y'all what happened to it. So basically this thing needs a new top end. The case, the bearings, everything is good. We'll go over that. I'll show y'all. But I think we're going to rebuild it. I think we're also going to get a long block because I love the OBR engine. I love the power that it makes. But I want to try out this new Taylor 35, and I want to try it out in here. But they're not out yet, so I'm a little antsy. I'm impatient. So we'll probably start working on this, ordering some parts for it. We're going to go over it. I've got a special Nitro video coming this weekend, the end of the week. I've got some goodies to show y'all, some replacements for the Badlands and stuff like that. And we'll go over all that when it gets here. I've also got something out as far as exhaust that I want to show you guys. And it's going to be pretty cool. So stick around. Check it out. You know, we'll do a video this weekend. It is raining. It's pretty late right now. It's about, it's not that late. It's 10:15, something like that. So, let's go over all this. Give me a few minutes. I'll be back in a sec. Peace. All right, people. So first of all, I want to give a disclaimer. I'm a basher. I bash the shit out of my stuff. I run it hard. I run good fuel. I run good oil, Dominator oil. This engine has gone through an entire 5-gallon pail of C9. This one's empty. This one's got a couple of gallons out of it, but I'd say a bit's been run here in the ESP as well. I love this ESP. It's a badass engine. I love the 1242 carb. So, I mean, we've gotten a year in 5 or 6 gallons out of this engine. Let me put my specs on, and let's take a look at what's going on. So, let's just start out with the culprit first. And then I'm going to tell y'all what my plans are and what we're going to do. So this is the piston, and basically you can see a lot of scoring there. The ring, you know, I don't know a lot about these engines, but I'm pretty sure that this ring is not supposed to be seated in here. I mean, this is completely smooth. It's not moving around like this part of it. I know that the ring compresses when you put it in the cylinder head. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but I know all this scoring is not supposed to be here. So this is worn. It's lost compression. It will not fire. Once I got everything together, got the new FS steel clutch in there with the 9500 spring. Got the new MOD kill switch in, all that, and I couldn't get it fired. I honestly thought that it was out of gas that day. I never even checked. And then when I went to check and fire it, I noticed that there was probably about maybe a 1/4 inch of fuel in the bottom of the tank. So it had fuel. It did not run out. It basically died, man. So, you know, again, I don't know a lot about these engines. I'm learning as I go. I was probably a lot harder on this than most people, the way I run, full open throttle and all that type of stuff. This one definitely needs to be rebuilt. So that's toast. That's all good. You know, when you get the bearings look okay, the roller bearings here for the wrist pin and all that, they look good. But when you get a top end kit, it comes with all that. It's going to come with a head. And there's another issue. I was going to do a top end on this anyway, and I'm going to show y'all what happened. This happened a long time ago, and I've been running it like that ever since. But we're gonna go all out. We're gonna rebuild this one, and we're gonna get a long block. So this flywheel's still good. A lot of these parts are still good. So I'll end up having 2 of these OBR reed cases, but I do want to get the Taylor 35 as well. I mean, these seals, these bearings, all this is still good in this thing, man. The play here in the rod, there's no up and down play whatsoever. That's what you look for right there. There's none of that. But again, when you do the top end, it's going to come with the new roller bearing. It's going to come with all new parts for that, the piston. And this right here, so you can see, when I very first had this thing, I rolled it and it broke where the exhaust mounts, this side of it. And it's been held on forever, and I didn't have any exhaust leaks or anything. But maybe I did. But I used RTV to seal it and all that. So I'm wondering how this happened. You know, there's a lot of scoring, and I don't know if that's just from hitting up against the side of the inside of the cylinder head or what, or if that's dirt and debris that's gotten in there, but it's definitely scored pretty bad. In the inside, I know that forget what they call this coating, tionite or tionite coating or something like that. I'm not too sure exactly, but there's some wear marks in there as well, you know, where the coating is starting to come off. So I mean, this was due for a top end regardless. 5.5, 6 gallons. I didn't even notice that they etched in on the top. OBR Reed 34cc right there. All these parts, you know, my clutch housing, all that stuff, we're going to start getting it cleaned up. It's a brand new clutch. Give me an opportunity to not have to worry about this anymore. I was always worried about it coming loose. It never came off when I was running it. It always stayed in there pretty tight, but it was getting close to being done, man. I had fun with this engine, and you know, we beat it down a lot harder than most people when they run their stuff. I mean, I've jumped this thing off the woogie ramps. We've run it full throttle. You can see videos of this thing just shitting and getting. So I'm not stressing over it too much. But we are going to pick up a couple of engines to go in this 5B. I do like the reed cases. I like the power that they produce. So I definitely want to do another OBR reed case on this. We got a new flywheel coming for it. I'm not going to do a lightened flywheel. I am going to do the billet transfer port covers on here. I didn't do it on this one when I got it. I kind of did this on a budget. You know, I got the full mod, but I didn't go all out on it, like the bearings and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's that, man. We've had a lot of fun with it. And it is what it is, people. I'm fairly new to fifth scale. I think all in maybe a year and a half in fifth scale when I first got my Rovin FT360, maybe a little more than a year ago. I know it's been more because I got this. I still had the FT, so obviously the date on that was 1 year ago. I know I'd already had the FT for about 6 or 7 months, so probably a little over a year and a half or so in fifth scale. So I'm learning, people, and this could be user error. I mean, I used the right fuel, I used the right oil, all that, but I don't know if I got dirt in there and debris. I'm sure I did, man. You know, I'm not perfect, but it is what it is, man. Kind of a bummer, but what the hell, man. It's also fun tearing this damn thing down and checking out the internals and all that, man. That's part of the hobby for me, is this type of stuff too. So I'm not stressing over it. I definitely need to clean up this turtle racing housing here, get everything ready to go, and we'll have the long block in probably in about 2 or 3 weeks, as soon as they, you know, because they got to custom make those too. I can get the top end kit. They have those all packaged, ready to go, and we can get started getting this all cleaned up. You know, it'll come with a new gasket. It'll come with a new piston, a new ring. It'll come with everything that we need. Wrist pin clips, all that kind of stuff to get it all together. I've already got you know, a new flywheel nut and flywheel keys over here. I've got 2 sets of those from when I did the lightened one on the Baja over there on the ESP. That one's got a lightened flywheel. And then we're also, while we're ordering these parts, the top end kit and the long block from OBR, we're going to get another 1242 carb as well to go on here. So look for that, guys. I don't know if I'm going to do a segue into a ripping video or not. Again, it's raining outside. I did get the 8X Elite all cleaned up from the last batch. She's ready to go. She's just taking a little silicone bath over here. I'm thinking that maybe 8XT. I'm psyched about this new nitro stuff that I'm going to put out to you guys on the weekend. Hopefully Saturday, my day off, or Friday night, we'll do a video on that. It's pretty interesting. It's something that I'm not going to take credit for. I saw about a year ago or so, and I've been thinking about it ever since. And I think it's something that us nitro guys, nitro bashers anyway, can benefit from. I'm not going to let the cat, the meow meow, out of the bag yet, but we will go over it this weekend. It's pretty cool, man. Y'all going to check it out. 2 things that are pretty cool. But again, not my idea, and I'll give shout outs to those people when we do the video later on. But this gives an opportunity for me to get all this cleaned up, an opportunity for me to fix this issue that I've dealt with for probably about 8 months, as long as this has been like that. But you know, I just wanted to keep going with it, man. It actually happened not too long after I got it, probably a couple of months after I got this engine and installed and everything, and it's hung on ever since. So I give it credit there. But this stuff is not foolproof, you know. It's not indestructible, so you got to be careful. What happened is it had rolled over. It was one of the times I was jumping in the back and it flipped over, I think. I'm not sure exactly when it happened, but it pushed down on the pipe, pushed down on it real hard, and it that's when it broke. That kind of sunk my heart, man. But you know, we were able to deal with it anyway. So what's that coating called, man? I forget. Titanite, or I forget, man. It's some special coating they put on the insides of these cylinder heads right here. Anyway, so that's it, people. I appreciate y'all. Maybe we'll get some ripping done this weekend if the sun comes out. I want to get out and do some speed runs with the Drag Jado. Maybe even run the E-Revo, man. It's a badass E-Revo, all rebuilt. So anyway, people, I appreciate y'all. Just wanted to show y'all what was going on that. And look for a video coming up towards the end of the week, man. Peace.